Welcome back. Now we're going to soon see a lot of orange popping up here around the city of Toledo, and it's going to make sure gun violence is top of mind. Steps are being taken to put a stop to it, and this afternoon we have with us Donna and Erin talking from Moms Demand Action. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about, because I know Friday is a big day. It's not my birthday, so clearly it's something else important. Go on.
Yes. Well, Friday is the 10th anniversary of National Gun Violence Awareness Day / Wear Orange. And Wear Orange as a national event was started by the family of this Hydea Pendleton, who's this young girl who was shot and killed in a playground after returning from her high school band marching in President Obama's second inaugural parade. So her friends and family started this anti-gun violence or gun violence awareness movement. Orange was her favorite color. Orange is also the color of hunters, so it's like, see us, let's do this. And so this Friday at noon to 1 at the Toledo Spain Plaza, the Peace and Healing Commons, is going to be a community gathering where we're going to talk about the issues and what we're doing locally.
Why are you a part of this?
Well, I'm an educator, and for me, it was years ago, but we started hearing more about gun violence in schools, kids having to do safety drills, you know, worried about going to the mall, worried about going to see a movie. And I was like, what can I do? And then I found out a little bit more about Moms Demand Action and what they were doing. And we did have a local group, and I was like, okay, I feel like I can do something. I can be part of the solution. So that's really what drew me. There's a lot of great people that are working for change. And we are trying to elect candidates that are gun sense candidates that are going to go to Columbus and kind of change the conversation that's happening down there and try to keep people safe.
Ladies, I will argue with you. Let me be the mean person. But I mean, we haven't had any issues here locally. I feel like you're making a beacon. You might be causing the problem. You're asking for someone to come talk to us. Is that the right thought process here?
No, because it is happening in Toledo, enough that the Toledo mayor started the Mayor's Office on Neighborhood Security and Engagement, and they're taking money from the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act for gun violence interruption programs and expanding that. And we, as well as all sorts of agencies in the local Toledo area, have been working for the last year on these community action tables to come up with a 5-year plan to really address gun violence and all of the other social determinants that contribute to it. And actually, in terms of Moms Demand Action, which is part of Every Town for Gun Safety, a national organization, been around 10 years, over 10 million supporters. In last year, in state houses around the nation, 130 gun sense bills were passed that are focusing on secure storage, safety issues to keep us safe.
Being a part of this, do you feel like you're actually making a change? Because sometimes, you know, when you're part of something, you can't see the levels go down, hopefully, for you from this angle. But do you actually feel like you're a part of something that's working?
Yeah, oh yeah. I think we're getting the word out, and we are, you know, working with school districts. Like, we worked with some of the people on the board members for TPS, and they passed a resolution that they were not gonna let their teachers be armed. And, you know, things like that, they really make a difference. You know, we are also partnering with Students Demand Action, and we work with them. We were with them last year when they talked to the Sylvania School Board. So, I mean, it's small things, but we are making a difference, and we are making sure that people know that, you know, we don't have to be gunned down. You know, we can fight against gun violence, and there are solutions, and they're not just taking people's guns away, because that's not what we're about. We are about, you know, safe storage. We're about making sure that, you know, there's background checks on all gun sales. You know, red flag laws for people who are a risk to themselves or others. You know, just things like that that really do make a difference.
So one more time, just so I can rehash it as folks are hopefully joining in. Hello. What can we do if you are interested? Because we said something's happening on Friday. It's the bright orange. Tell me about it again.
So it's June 7th, this Friday at noon to 1 at the Peace and Healing Commons, which is at the Toledo Spain Plaza, which is at Collingwood and Monroe Street.
And I just bring myself. Do I bring money? Is there a cash?
No, there's no cash. It's just come, listen, learn, and sign up to join us if they're interested.
Erin, Donna, thank you so much for taking the time. You have your marching orders, ladies and gentlemen, because again, they just want to bring awareness and bring this conversation to a point for everybody to have a talk about it. Yeah?
Exactly.
Ladies, thank you.